The sun is back out. We had this Newport camera up this morning. It was raining so hard. The raindrops were so big it looked like snow was falling out of the sky.
Yeah, it did this morning. You know, that rain came down at a good clip across our area. Now we're looking at much quieter conditions across our area, which of course is great news. First though, let's talk about our Behind the Smiles promotion here. This is from Debbie Green of Hope. She says, last day of the year, strolling the seashore. Well, if you tried to go out this morning, it was going to be raining, so not a good idea. But now, weather's looking much better across our area, so not a bad idea to go take that walk along the shoreline this afternoon. Temperatures are actually the warm side, and remember, you can send in and share those photos of something that makes you smile, and it could be featured on 12 News this morning. So send in those pictures at our website at WPRI.com. Live radar showing the rain going away from us, well up into the northern areas of New England and away from us. So we're looking at much better conditions across our area. Cold front making its way through. That'll bring those gusty winds across the area for the afternoon hours, but the sunshine, the dry weather is out there. Here's Newport, of course, seeing the dry conditions. What a difference a few hours makes. After seeing all that rain this morning, now we're looking at the bright skies and sunshine. Dry conditions now across the region. Temperatures, because of that sunshine, have actually responded nicely. We're looking at those 60s popping up all across the board. 65 in Providence, same deal over in New Bedford, 64 down in Newport. So three key things: drier and brighter for this afternoon, chilly tonight, back into the 40s, and then looking at a cool trend to kind of stick around for the next several days. So let's go forward here. We'll go for the rest of the afternoon into our Thursday. Generally quiet weather takes over now that we're looking at the cold front moving on through. Temperatures will fall through the evening hours into the 50s, and overnight, again, staying dry, but seeing those temperatures fall into the 40s early tomorrow morning. Definitely may need the jacket though, heading out to work and school early in the morning with these readings in the low to mid 40s early on. Not going to warm up a whole lot for the afternoon. Much cooler air takes over, looking at upper 50s to near 60 for our high temperatures during the afternoon hours, but staying primarily dry right through Thursday evening. So for this afternoon, heading out for any reason, again, much better, dry, breezy out there, temperatures in the 60s. Not too bad. Average high is about 62 degrees for this time of year. Bay forecast for you. Those winds still staying gusty. Southwest 10 to 15 knots. Looking at our next high tide later on tonight around 9 o'clock, and a low tide coming in a couple hours at 2:30. So for tonight, I mentioned a chilly night expected. Those temperatures back into the 40s. But staying dry right into tomorrow, and those temperatures again only reaching about 60 or so during the afternoon, but no big weather issues expected as we head into the day on Thursday. We are still tracking, of course, Melissa, tropical storm here in the Caribbean, moving northwest at 2 miles per hour. So it's barely moving. It's basically stationary. But again, it is going to be slowly strengthening as we go forward in time. Latest cone from the National Hurricane Center does have it taking kind of an interesting path, as it's not going to be moving much over the next several days. But by early next week, Monday, 8 a.m., seeing a potential Category 3 major hurricane with winds of 120 miles per hour just south of Jamaica. You can see this wide cone here. That just means there's so many potential outcomes as to where the storm tracks. Spaghetti bots show that nicely. Look at all the wide ranges of the models showing where the storm could go. Various different angles and directions. So still a lot to figure out with Melissa down there in the Caribbean. Plenty of time to watch the system. Full 7-day forecast here for you. Quiet weather takes over for the end of the work week and into the weekend. Much cooler. Low to mid 50s for highs on Saturday and Sunday. Overnight temperatures in the 30s. So definitely looking at much quieter weather taking over.
We like quiet. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. The story's working on new tonight on 12 News at